Hey guys, this week's video is dedicated to all our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel and all around the world. We just launched a drive over the next couple of weeks to promote our Chai Club. Chai Club is a group of people who support the work of YJP on a monthly basis with any amount that somebody is able to do, whether it's $10 or $72. Really, it's the gift of consistency that is so crucial to the growth of YJP. Lets us plan into the future, and so we're hoping over the next 2 weeks to welcome 18 new members. You're in full control. You can cancel at any time, change the amount at any time, depending on life circumstances. But that consistency is really crucial to what we do here. So I hope you take that into consideration. And now back to our regular scheduled programming. This week's Torah portion, Parshat Devarim, we begin the fifth book, the final book of the Torah, the book of Deuteronomy. The Jewish people are standing on the banks of the Jordan, ready to enter the land of Israel. It's Moses' last days on earth, and he delivers the longest sermon in history. The whole book of Devarim is Moshe rehashing, so to say, giving over the entire Jewish history of the last 40 years in the wilderness. Everything. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And the question is, why now? Why now? There's so much rebuke in there, so many painful moments in the Jewish story and the Jewish journey. Why rehash them? They're about to enter the land of Israel. Inspire them, uplift them. Why relive, why revisit all those painful episodes? But Moshe is really delivering a masterclass in giving rebuke and constructive criticism. Number one, Moshe waited till he's about to pass away. He waited. He didn't just do it in the moment, in an emotional moment. He waited for the right time. But more importantly, Moshe waited all this time, Rashi tells us, to build up trust with the Jewish people, so that they should know that it's coming from a place of love. Moshe is not just here to, hey, you did this wrong and you did that wrong. No. Moshe built up trust that they know over these 40 years, Moshe is our defender. He loves us. And if he's telling us this, then we should listen. In fact, there's a beautiful medrash that says it would have been more appropriate for Bilam, the wicked sorcerer, for him to rebuke the Jewish people and Moshe to just give blessings. But God said, no. I want somebody who loves the Jewish people to be the one to rebuke them. And that is such a powerful idea, because so often, it's usually the case in any relationship, whether it's between colleagues, spouses, parents and children, friends, when somebody gives criticism, we immediately get defensive. Why? Because that criticism feeds into prior insecurities we already have about ourselves. And so when we hear this criticism, we get all defensive. And we give back as good as we got. That's not constructive at all. It goes nowhere. Nothing's going to change that way. The person who's delivering criticism, and sometimes criticism is needed, has to come from a place of love. That person has to know that I'm hearing it from somebody who truly cares about me and loves me. He's trying to build me up, not tear me down. That was lesson number one that we learned from Moshe. Lesson number two that we learned from Moshe on how to give criticism is the way he did it. He found the best in every situation, no matter how difficult it was. One of the examples he gives is Di Zahav. Di Zahav is a reference to the golden calf. What does Di Zahav mean? It means that you had too much gold. It's like Moshe is saying, you had so much gold, you didn't know what to do with it, and so you made the mistake of making the golden calf. He's not excusing it, but he's not referencing it directly. It's almost like he's trying to find the silver lining even within this horrible episode. And that's the other thing, is empathy. When we need to deliver a rebuke or criticism, to understand when the person feels that they know where we're coming from. What led to this mistake? Why did somebody do this? Not just to address the action that the person did, but to address the person. What brought them to this situation to begin with? That empathy was crucial for the Jewish people to know, we need to listen to this. For them to process that and not just get defensive and fight back. There's a beautiful story of the fourth Lubavitcher Rebbe. The Rebbe Rashab was playing as a child. He was 9 years old. He was playing with his older brother. What were they playing? What game were they playing? Rebbe and Chassid. A Rebbe, a mentor, and his follower. And so the Rebbe Rashab was the Chassid, and he comes into his older brother, who's playing the role of Rebbe, and he tells him some spiritual dilemma, some challenge that he messed up in and needs help with. And so his older brother thinks for a second and then delivers a tikkun, a way to fix whatever mishap he did. A few days later, his mother sees the Rebbe Rashab and says, "No, did you follow through on what your brother told you?" He says, "No." He says, "Why? Wasn't he the Rebbe? Don't you have to follow what he said?" He said, "He wasn't a real Rebbe. A real Rebbe gives a krechs, he gives a sigh before he gives advice." He was saying something important. The empathy was lacking. The understanding of what led me to this situation was lacking. And therefore, the advice that came after was dismissed. Moshe is teaching us something really powerful, that there's a time and there's a place for rebuke and criticism. Constructive criticism, delivered at the right time, at the right place, and in the right way. From a place of love and trust. If you don't know if you have that with somebody else, better not say anything. Shabbat Shalom. We're now in a time when we're in Menachem Av, the month of Av, which has so much tragedy in Jewish history. We call it Menachem Av, that God should have compassion, our Father, compassion of our Father. We should have compassion for each other and empathy, and that will bring Mashiach. Shabbat Shalom.